All right, welcome back to the Beans No Ball podcast. This is the second episode. I'm David. That's Christian. Let's get it started.
In today's episode, we will be going over the division winners, seedings, wild cards, championship games, and Super Bowl predictions. And we will finish things off with the Week 1 previews. So, to top things off, let's start with the NFC North. So the NFC North, honestly, obvious pick. I'm going to say the Packers here. But with my sleeper pick, I'm going to go with the Vikings. I really think Kirk can really bring that team back, especially with all the hate he gets. I do think Kirk is an elite quarterback. Not looking from the Washington experience, I feel like I really wanted to succeed in Minnesota. And with the pieces he has, especially with Jay Jettis, that defense, a little iffy there, but I think they can get it. So that would be my sleeper pick, but it's Packers for sure, my division.
Yeah, I mean, that's the consensus pick. No one would really expect the Packers to lose it, but I'm going to go ahead and say the Vikings overtake them this year. Just because, if we really think about it, you take Dalvin Cook, you take Justin Jefferson, and if Kirk has another good year, if they keep it all together, no one gets injured, they're a really solid team. And with the Packers losing Devontae Adams and just that whole receiver core not looking that good, I think it's a good time for the Vikings to take that step. And those are the only two real teams that really have an opportunity in that division.
It's A-Rod. And me as a Cowboys fan supporting A-Rod, who knows? Maybe he could get the job done. But who knows?
Yeah. So, that being said, let's go to the NFC South. And, really, it's an easy decision for the most part, but, it could be up for grabs, but I'm going to have to say Buccaneers. Brady's back. It's hard to bet against that guy. I'd like to say Saints just because, they almost made the playoffs last year, just missed it in the last week. But, I think they can make a playoff push, but the division, I say Brady gets that wrapped up, and another one for the Buccaneers.
I'm agree with you on that, boss. I do think the Bucs probably will take that division, but I don't know. I low-key have a feeling Brady. It's gonna be really weird to say. I feel like Brady will have a slump, but it's like a small little feeling. I don't think he's gonna do bad, but then again, I don't think he's gonna do good. But it is Brady. It's Brady. Like, come on now. He's obviously probably going to do well. He's going to have his doubters, but I'm pretty sure it is going to be the Bucs. I want to say Saints too, but Saints they've been being overrated lately. Like, people have been overrated them a bit. NBC and all of them. I want to say that Jameis is coming back. Jameis did prove in New Orleans that he was 5-2, 5-3 before he got injured.
Can't really recall, but yeah,
he had 5 wins. He was 5 wins. He had 5 wins.
No, he was solid, and I was surprised a bit that he did good, and it's nice to see Jameis succeed.
Yeah, we know that 30-30 touchdown interception ratio was horrendous, but he had a lot of doubts coming in New Orleans, but I do think Jameis, he could probably lead the team to maybe wild card, but
absolutely.
Going with the Bucs.
So now moving on to your division, Christian, we got the NFC East, and I'm gonna just roll with you. I'm gonna say the Cowboys to win that division, just because Commanders and Giants, I don't see nothing from them really.
I agree.
Maybe
Giants
Saquon can have a bounce back year, but that's about it. I don't see nothing out of Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones.
The Eagles, that's the one team that could maybe challenge you guys, but I like Jalen Hurts, and with Brown coming in, a nice new wide receiver one, they'll give you some issues, but I still think the Cowboys take that division again.
Yeah, pretty obvious. My boys probably gonna take that division, but we did lose Tyron Smith almost the whole season. But we did sign Jason Peters, one of the only free agent moves that we did, other than Anthony Barr. Really excited to see Anthony Barr. Loved him in Minnesota. Loved Anthony Barr. Jason Peters, though, he's going to get the starting job regardless, even though he's in the practice squad right now. Most likely, I don't think he might play week 1, but most likely, if not, he'll probably play week 2. That defense looks really solid, I really have high expectations for Trayvon. Really, like that 1,000-yard season, it was already debunked. 790 yards allowed. Still not good. But I like how just everybody pays attention to him, not knowing that couple years ago, Jalen Ramsey did allow 800 yards, and then Marshawn Lattimore allowing 800 too as well. 900.
All the best corners are gonna get burned.
Yeah, all the best corners have allowed that much.
Everyone knows that. Yeah.
He's got the star on the helmet, so obviously they're gonna shit on him the most. Jordan Lewis. I love Jordan Lewis my whole life since he got since he got drafted in 17. I really want Anthony Brown to step up, especially after that. Michael Parsons, I really hope he doesn't go for that sophomore slump. And obviously that offense, Michael Gallup out most likely until week 3. Our receiving core now look CD. I think it's Noah Brown and Jalen Tolbert. Those are our starters, and I really want Zeke to have a bounce back year. Really, all we got is just the Eagles against us, and that's it. That's all I gotta say. So, my boys, I really got high hopes, but who knows?
Yeah, I gotta agree with you. In a division like that, yeah. So now the best division in football, competitive division in football. It's just, I'm gonna just get it out the way. I'm gonna have to say the Rams. I'll be honest, I am scared.
We're biased because it's our team, but let's be real here. The only other competition you guys have is pretty much I want to say Cardinals.
No, San Francisco. To me,
I want to say San Francisco
is the only one that's really gonna give us this.
I want to say San Francisco, but I don't think because Jimmy G's back. But
they're rolling with Trey Lance.
They're rolling with Trey Lance. I like Trey Lance, but I don't know if he's gonna.
It all depends on him.
It's really all
depends on him. And if he has a decent season, they're gonna be good. And that's why the Cardinals, they have Hopkins suspended for how.
Yeah, we already see how Kyler is.
So they're gonna struggle the first couple games.
Yeah,
Kyler doesn't have his best receiver.
Kyler without.
I just don't see the Cardinals really keeping that success they've had recently. To that extent. And the Seahawks, obviously, they're just in a straight rebuild. So
that's like Geno Smith. It is either Geno Smith or Drew Lock. And you see how Drew Lock played against the Cowboys. And that was against second and third stringers. So that game that literally depicted Geno Smith to start a couple 2-3 hours no, not even 2 hours, I think. Literally they named him started right after that game. So I think Seahawks It's really just up for grabs for.
Rams, to me, if when Hopkins comes back, the Cardinals make a surge, then maybe they do something. But to me, it's really.
I'm rolling with you on the Rams as well. I'm rolling with you. Really, it's really up just those 3 teams that are.
It's because there's a lot with the Rams. Obviously, we lost Miller. That's probably the big one. Whitworth retired. That's the old.
You guys did get Bobby Wagner to make up for that.
And yeah. You lose Miller, you get Bobby Wagner, and it's still uncertain with OBJ. If he resigns, it won't be until middle of the season. But if we lose him, we got Allen Robinson. So I hope for him because look how good he was on the Bears with those quarterbacks, and now he's got Matthew Stafford.
He's got a really good quarterback.
I got high hopes for him.
I feel like he's gonna make a run.
Yeah. I'm excited to see what Cooper Kupp does his second year.
Cooper Kupp,
that big guy. Man.
That was a surprising season, man. Triple Crown leader.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
Really crazy year.
I really hope he does another good season this season. I really hope it was just a 1-year wonder. I really hope that. I love Cooper Kupp.
So let's just move on to the AFC now, and I guess we'll start with the AFC North.
AFC North.
To me, it's really up for grabs. I'm gonna just say the first thing that a lot of people think. I think the Bengals are gonna take a big step back. It's not, not a big deal, but Burrow, yeah, he got all the hype, but what really did he do? He didn't have that solid of a postseason, if we're being honest.
That O-line was atrocious as well.
With that O-line, how far can you really go? So
what was that? Was he sacked 9 times against the Raiders? It was the Raider game, right?
He got sacked a lot then. He got sacked 7 times in the Super Bowl. That's a bad O-line. They didn't even really do too much to help him.
With no weapon. Think about it. After the footage was released, if Burrow had 1 more second, it would have been game.
Yeah, Jalen was cooked.
Yeah. Jalen got hella. Dude, Jalen was burnt toast by Jamar.
Yeah.
When I saw that, I was on. There was 1 more second.
It doesn't matter if you burn Jalen when you got Aaron Donald on the line.
It was as soon as I saw Aaron Donald get out and no time left. So I think
Yeah.
my pick, you know what? I think I'm gonna have to go Ravens again. I think I'm gonna go Ravens for the division winner again. I want to say Steelers, but Mitch Trubisky finally he won the starting job. I really want Mitch to succeed, man. I really wanted to succeed because Kenny Pickett. I don't know, man. I'm having like low hopes for Kenny Pickett.
I mean, they got him as a third stringer right now, don't they? I think pretty sure they got Rudolph above him.
Mason Rudolph second, right?
They got Rudolph in second.
Yeah, because Kenny Pickett's preseason highlights weren't that well, right? No, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't watch that. I think only.
Bro, what I've been hearing around people is like Kenny Pickett not good, but I
do believe Kenny Pickett can do okay. It's just, it's gonna take.
It's just gonna depict how Mitch Trubisky does. Yeah. If he's good for the first 5 games, I'm pretty sure Trubisky's gonna start for the rest of the season.
He'll stay. I mean, if he has like enough, if he shows enough, he'll be fine.
Yeah, no.
And for me, I'm gonna have to roll with you. I'm gonna take the Ravens as well, because
really no one else.
Lamar, that's just it's the easiest pick. I mean, you see, Lamar's going to be full strength. And just
Bengals could prove us wrong. Bengals could, who knows? But
you just see the Browns. I mean,
yeah,
the situation they're in. I honestly see them finishing last in that division.
Yeah, because also the thing with Lamar, before he did go 16 for 13 before that injury. That was horrible, but I don't know. I really like Lamar. Those running back jokes really got old. If he can really prove himself as a top passer, that division's theirs for sure.
All right, so now moving on to the AFC South, and I guess you take the lead on this one.
AFC South, AFC South, pretty much up for grabs for the Colts and Titans. The Colts acquiring Matty Ice in March, I believe so. But Matty Ice hasn't been the same since Super Bowl 51 after that choke. It was really, really bad, But I do think he would fit in the Colts system, with Pittman being their number one, and that amazing season Jonathan Taylor had. And I feel like the Colts defense is highly underrated. That defense is really underrated. So I think my pick, I'm gonna go to the Colts. Titans, I want to say Titans, but Ryan Tannehill, it literally shows he's not good without Derrick Henry. They lost AJ Brown, and that defense is really up and down. But other than that, if he can't prove himself to be competent without Derrick Henry, then that division's going to the Colts. So I'm going Colts with the pick right here.
Yeah, you basically took the words out of my mouth. Exactly. If Michael Pittman Jr. has, if he mirrors what he did last year, he's wide receiver 1 now. So I'm pretty sure he'll have similar numbers. And from going from Carson Wentz to now Matt Ryan, it's not the biggest upgrade, but it's an upgrade. So I see good things from him, and obviously Jonathan Taylor. See Naheem Hines also getting a nice workload, and
what happened to him?
Yeah. So, and the only other thing with the Titans is, if they end up using Malik Willis, that's the only factor, because I don't see nothing with Tannehill. Malik Willis, there's a chance that could stir something up. But
it could be a chance that Malik Willis takes the starting job. There could be a chance, but
yeah. But
Tannehill does well.
We're in agreement. It's probably Colts right now.
So moving on to the
AFC East.
AFC East.
And that, to me, it's an easy call. The Jets, they're not really doing nothing. The Patriots and the Dolphins, they're okay. I honestly think they can fight for a playoff spot, but it's the Bills to me. Honestly, Josh Allen's like probably my MVP pick right now. So I gotta say the Bills probably right now. They're a little overhyped. I'll say that, but they're still really good.
I want to agree with you on the Bills, but I'm gonna go bold here, and I'm gonna say Patriots. Cause I do think Mac Jones, I feel like he could lead the Patriots, especially after coming back from really starting bad to a bad spot and then getting bombarded by the Bills bad. Yeah. But I do think he could probably lead the Patriots to. I'm not gonna say the 1 spot for the AFC, but I feel the Patriots are gonna take.
That's bold. Yeah.
I'm gonna say Patriots. As much as I don't want the Patriots to keep on succeeding, I will say Patriots. I do think Mac Jones could step up and lead. Because who's their number one receiver? I don't remember.
Honestly, I can't.
I don't remember. That receiving core and that defense.
I know you really like Kendrick Bourne.
Kendrick Bourne, yeah.
I think
is it Kendrick Bourne? I don't.
He was on the Patriots. I just don't remember if he was still there.
No, on the Patriots. I don't remember, to be honest. But I'm going Patriots winning the East. I'm going with Patriots winning the East.
Yeah, I'll just say that.
Bold pick.
No, honestly, this one's probably the best division.
This is the one where we got it.
AFC West. This is the hardest one, the Wild Wild West. So, to me, I mean, honestly, each of these 4 teams can win it, and each of these 4 teams can make the playoffs. Honestly, everyone would want to say the Chiefs, but I'm gonna go take a different route. I'm gonna say the Chargers with Justin Herbert and Austin Eckler and that defense they just got. I mean, they just got J.C. Jackson and Khalil Mack. I see them making strides, and they'll finally take down the Chiefs. I mean, I still see the Chiefs making the playoffs easily, but I see the Chargers taking the division from them. And honestly, I think the Broncos can still make the playoffs. Realistically, I mean, I see 2 teams out of this division, but I think the Raiders are going to be the odd one out here. Just between these 4, they got to be the last one out to me.
Yeah, there's really no hope for the Raiders, especially with that O-line, that defense really being up and down. Even though they did get Devontae Adams, really good weapon for Carr. Their chemistry is really there already. So they won a Fresno State, right? Pretty sure they won, Fresno State. So it's there, but compared to that, I'm going with the Chiefs, obviously, especially adding Juju and, past that controversy with TikTok and all that thing, I feel like Juju can be a really big help to Patrick Mahomes. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, I feel like he would be probably top 20 running back this season. But yeah, but since the Chiefs really rely on passing game, but I do think he will do good this season, and that defense is good, But I'm gonna go with Chiefs again, just because it's probably the obvious pick. It's still Patrick Mahomes, so I'm going with Chiefs. God.
So, I mean, yeah. All that being said, let's go see our playoff rankings, our seeds. So, to me, I mean, let's go ahead and start with NFC. I'm gonna say the Rams, the 1 seed. Just so far, I mean, that what I'm seeing, I think throughout the competition, I mean, all the NFC teams. I mean, I really see the Bucks. Obviously, that's like the big one that people can think about, but I see them taking a step back this year. So, I mean, for me, it'll be Rams 1. Then I'll take the Vikings number 2. That's
Vikings.
That's my bold pick that I took from the start, and
the Vikings
them as 3 seed. Then I'll have your Cowboys at the 3 seed.
That's respectable.
I'll take that and just have the last division winner. I'll have the Bucks at the 4, and then Niners at 5, Saints at 6, and the Eagles at 7.
Wow, the Eagles. That's reasonable. So with my seeding, I'm not trying to make it too, similar to last season, but with the 1 seed, I'm probably going to go with the Packers again. That's probably going to be the most obvious. Yeah. I want to put my Cowboys at the 2 seed, but depicting the outcome of Sunday's game is going to really come down to that. But I'm going to go with, I'm going with the Cowboys with the 2 seed. I'm going with the Cowboys with the 2 seed, Bucks the 3 seed. Then I'm going to go, you know what? I'm going to go with, what did I say for the West? Did I say that? I don't know. Yeah, right. I'm going with the Rams the 4 seed. So, I'm going for the 4 seed. Now, the wild cards, I'm going to go Vikings 5th seed. I'm going to go Saints 6th seed, and I'm going to agree with you on the Eagles on the 7th seed. Okay. So that seems the most obvious one.
All right, so that's some picks. So in the AFC, I'm going to take probably the obvious pick for most. I'm going to take the Bills as the 1 seed. Still, I'm going to say they're way overhyped right now, but they're still going to be probably the best team in the AFC. And for the 2, I'll take the Chargers. I mean, after taking down the Chiefs, it's probably going to take a really strong season, so I'll put them at 2. Then I'll have the Ravens at 3, the Colts at 4, Chiefs at 5, Broncos at 6, and the Dolphins at 7. I'll have Tua bring them into the playoffs this year.
I can see that. All right, so with my number 1 seed, I'm gonna go with the Chiefs. I feel like the Chiefs can secure it. I feel like this is the no-brainer. I feel like they can secure that number 2 seed. Not number 2, that number 1 seed. The number 2 seed. This one's gonna be a little. The number 2 seed, I want to say either. I'm gonna go with the Ravens at the 2 seed. Go with the Ravens at the 2 seed. At the 3rd seed, I'm gonna go Patriots. And then I'm going to go with Colts at the 4th. The wild cards. For the 5th seed, I'm going to go. This is going to be bold. I'm going to say Steelers at the 5th seed. I'm going to say Steelers at the 5th. I feel like they can skedaddle, sneak their way into that 5th seed.
Yeah, I can see that. Absolutely.
6th seed, I'm going to say Titans. And 7th seed, I'm going to agree with you once again. I'm going to go with the Dolphins.
So you have the Bills missing the playoffs.
I do. That's really...
That's something.
That is something. Hey, we saw what happened in 2020, man. 10-6 missed playoffs.
Yeah.
So anything could happen, but, that's really, really bold. That's being really bold.
I'll say that's bold.
I'm going bold. Even though it's pretty stupid, it's pretty stupid, but I'm going bold.
Yeah, let's go with our championship weekend picks then. So I'm the way I see it, just on my picks, I'm gonna say Rams against Vikings. And the NFC. Rams Vikings at SoFi, and I'll take the Rams on that. And then for the AFC, I'm gonna say Ravens against the Bills in Buffalo. So, and I'll say the Bills win that one.
The Bills.
And my Super Bowl 57 in the desert, I'll say Bills versus Rams, and I'll take the defending champs to repeat this year. That's gonna be my take this year.
Little bias, aren't you?
Aren't we all?
Okay, since we're being biased here, let me get my bias pick. So, as much as I want this to happen, knowing the Cowboys and Jerry Jones, it's going to be extremely rare. But I know Dak can do it. So with my NFC Championship, I'm going Cowboys, Packers. I'm going Cowboys, Packers. When Cowboys, Packers, and the winner of that will be the Cowboys. Being really biased. AFC. I got the Chiefs going again. I got the Chiefs and the Patriots. The winner of that, the Patriots. I'm going bold. Not holding back at all. I don't want the Patriots to keep going, but I'm going to say Patriots. Really, really bold here. The winner of that, so Cowboys, Patriots. Cowboys. We're ending that Super Bowl drought. But if we're not being biased here, I'm going to say Packers and Bucks. The Bucks are taking that dub. Patriots against Bucks. Patriots are winning. Brady against his old team in the Super Bowl. Really, really bold. Being extra
bold. I see that happening, but hey, that's your take.
I don't see it happening either, but it's bold. It's really, really bold.
That's what you go for.
That's just how it is.
So you got the Patriots, I got my Rams. Well, or unless you want to go with your Cowboys, whatever take you wanted to go with.
I'm biased, and I'm admitting it.
So with all those preseason predictions aside, let's start on our preview. Let's start the Week 1 preview. The road to Arizona starts here. Road to Super Bowl 57. So obviously I'll take the lead here. The Thursday opener, my defending champion Rams take on the Buffalo Bills. I mean, this is just a great matchup. You see it on paper. It's Matthew Stafford against Josh Allen, Aaron Donald against Von Miller. I mean, it's just everything you want to see. Stephon Diggs and Cooper Kupp. I mean, it's two great teams. I mean, genuinely putting my bias aside, I think the Rams will pull ahead against this team. It'll be a really close game. Probably 30s in the scoring, probably like 33-30, something like that. It'll be a really good game.
You know me, I'm going with an upset here. I think I'm going with the Bills. Everyone is really expecting the Rams to win, even though Bills have been getting overrated lately, but I'm going with the upset with the Bills. And I do think this is going to be a defensive battle. So I feel like the score is going to be in the 20s. You know, Jalen Ramsey, you know, Jordan Price. They're really there, and I feel like it's going to be a really, really good defensive battle. So I'm going to go Bills.
Okay.
I'm going to Bills this game.
So now moving on to Sunday, we got the Eagles against the Lions as our first matchup.
We're going Eagles here. No.
Honestly, I'll say the same. I'm gonna have to say Eagles.
No brainer.
It's a quick little.
We're in consensus here right now. So we're going Eagles.
So I mean another one. Let's say we could probably really agree on this. 49ers at Bears. I'm gonna say Niners. I hate them, but got
I want
1-0.
Bears are going to be able to beat that, especially.
I'm pretty sure Trey Lance will get a good test here, but that's going to be his.
Deebo Samuel can pick off where he left off last year. The Niners are taking up, so I'm going to agree with you on that.
So there's probably one that we could think about. We got the Steelers against the Bengals.
I'm on Bengals.
I'm gonna have to say Steelers.
I'll
say Trubisky gets a nice little start to his.
Trubisky.
Yeah, I say Trubisky gets a nice start to his Steelers career.
I'm going Bengals. I feel like Jamar's gonna torch that defense.
Yeah, that's totally a possibility. Yeah,
very possible.
So your AFC East winner against my wild card. Both our wild cards. We got the Patriots going to Miami.
Patriots in Miami. I'm going Patriots.
I'm gonna say Miami to start.
I'm going Patriots this first game. I'm going Patriots.
I think Tua has a really good start with Tyreek.
I do that too, but you know, I think I'm going Patriots here. Mac Jones. I really want Kendrick Bourne to really do well. Love that guy in San Francisco. I really want them to make a good connection. You know, that Patriots defense can step up. It's going to be a Patriots game.
Okay. Now here's one that I'm really paying attention to. The Browns against the Panthers. Baker making his...
I'm going Panthers, baby! Baker revenge game! Let's go!
I'm going with the Panthers, man. You got to go with the Panthers.
Oh, man.
You look at the position the Browns are in right now. I can't really say anything about that.
Watson.
Yeah. I mean, who are they starting?
We're not going to get into that. I don't know.
So
who's the starter right now? It's
Jacoby Brissett, I think.
Jacoby Brissett. Yeah, I'm going
Panthers. I got to say Panthers.
I'm going Baker, 5 TDs, 400 yards. Bold take right here. Baker's hella revenge game.
So moving on, we got the Colts against the Texans, and I mean that's pretty straightforward. I'm gonna say the Colts. That's my pick for the South.
I don't think Texans are gonna go far.
Let's go Colts there. Both of us. That's an easy pick. So now the Saints against the Falcons in Atlanta.
Saints.
I mean,
let's see what Desmond Ridder can
playoff teams. I'm gonna have to say Saints probably.
Let's see what Desmond Ridder can pull out. See what he can do.
But to me, famous James,
bro.
James is gonna have a good game. Olave, I feel.
Olave, he's gonna be good this season. Yeah. Olave's gonna be really good.
So we got Joe Flacco playing the Ravens. He's taking over
That's Ravens game.
Zach Wilson. I mean, you got to say the Ravens. I mean, as you'd love to see the Jets do their own little thing, it's the Ravens.
It's gonna be a long shot to choose the Jets, but obvious pick's the Ravens.
It's an easy pick to go with the Ravens on this one. Now, this is probably the least interesting game of the week. We got the Jaguars against the Commanders, and
I'm going. NFC, but I'm going to go Commanders.
I'm gonna go Jaguars. I think Trevor Lawrence has a decent game here.
I'm going Commanders here, and as much as I don't want to, I do think that they can step up and beat the Jags. They're 1 out of 4 wins of the season.
I'm gonna go Jaguars. Why not, man? All right. Now here's another interesting match. We got the Packers going to Minnesota, and I'm gonna go by my pick, and I'm gonna say the Vikings beat the Packers this.
I'm gonna agree with you. I'm gonna go with the upset here. Vikings are gonna beat the Packers. They're gonna go with the upset.
They're at home. At home. I see this a real possibility for this. That's my pick to win the division, so I gotta roll with that.
I'm picking that upset. Vikings are taking that one.
And I mean, Giants at the Tennessee Titans. I mean,
Titans game. No brainer. Next.
Go to Tennessee.
Don't need to explain. It's obvious.
You never know. You don't know what if Danny Jones gets this thing going.
And what Kenny Golladay does, like a 3-yard cutback and just stands there.
Why not? Maybe he actually gets a touchdown this year.
Possibly.
here's another interesting match. We got the Oakland Raiders against the Chargers, and
Ooh.
I'm gonna say the
Nah,
Chargers.
we saw how the season ended last year.
I gotta say Chargers. They're gonna get the revenge on that heartbreaking loss from last year, and I mean just that new defense that's just scary to see. And I mean against the Raiders, I mean that's my division winner for this year. That's my 2 seed. I gotta go with the Chargers.
I'm gonna agree with you on the Chargers too. You know, I feel like Asante Samuel and Derwin James can really carry that defense. You know, more Chargers as well. That defense, I feel like that defense is gonna be really, really good this year. Raiders, there's really no sign of hope for them this season, even up this game. But I'm going to go with the revenge game. Chargers are taking this.
Yeah. Now here's your big matchup. You got the Buccaneers at the Cowboys.
Go on, Cowboys. Do I need
To
to
me,
explain why?
I mean, to me,
I will explain why. This is gonna be the revenge game after we got completely hoed by bitch boy Chris Godwin. Never gonna forget that, what he did on Jordan Lewis. That was straight PI, you know? That PI 2 years ago against Michael Gallup, that was called, but that PI against Chris Godwin wasn't. Jordan Lewis did not do jack squat. We should have won that game, and we know it. That revenge game.
Sure Gallup pushed off Ramsey a little bit.
I got Micah sacking Brady a good 3 times that game. Cowboys. It's gonna be a high-scoring game. Going Cowboys, baby.
It's a real tight matchup for me. I really think it's gonna be like maybe 24-27, something like that. I think the Buccaneers are gonna take this one, just to me.
Hey, that's the first disagreement.
First, we got a good amount of disagreements. You took the Bills.
No, I'm talking about from like that stretch. From this stretch.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Stretch. Was it like 3-4 games? I don't remember.
Something about that.
But I got Cowboys.
Actually,
One of my boys.
I missed a game, and we got the Chiefs against the Arizona Cardinals. This is before Sunday night.
Oh yeah, Chiefs and Cardinals. We went Chiefs.
Yeah, I'd have to say Chiefs. I mean, with the Cardinals missing D-Hop, I'll go Chiefs.
And the way
Chiefs has a nice game.
D-Hop and losing Christian Kirk after screwing up the receiver market. But yeah, I'm going Chiefs. I'm going Mahomes. Doing Mahomes.
Yeah.
I'm going Mahomes doing what Mahomes does
Give
best.
me some fantasy points right there.
I'm going Juju for 100 yards. Yeah, Juju go for 100 yards. Doing TikTok dances in the end zone.
And our Monday nighter, this is probably one of the more interesting matchups. Russell Wilson making his return to Seattle.
I'm going Broncos.
Broncos country. I'm taking the Broncos.
Broncos country. That's right. I'm going Broncos. Revenge game against the Seahawks.
I'm gonna take them. I mean, it's the Broncos are on the rise. Seahawks are on the down. It's a straightforward matchup. It's just
it'll be really disappointing if they flop this season after the hype with Russell Wilson, but they are taking this dub right now. They're taking the dub against the Seahawks. Seahawks really lost cause. Really rebuilding year. You know, they're not gonna be back. They're not gonna be the same for a while. I want Broncos.
Yeah, well, that wraps up our week 1 preview. That's as you can see, we finally got it going now. We gave you our takes. We're really getting into a groove right here.
Getting in our rhythm and our zone, kind of getting used to it a bit. Still the second episode, but we're kind of getting used to it.
So we keep rescheduling times to film. It's about almost 10 o'clock at night.
Still need a shower.
Yeah, swim practice. I'm just here
water polo
waiting
practice.
on them.
Get it right. Get it right, buddy.
Well, all that being said, that's just about going to do it for the second episode. We'll be back with you next week, give you a recap on all these games, and start talking about week 2. That's going to do it for us.
We'll hopefully get the episode up Monday, depending how it is.
Probably Wednesday, let's be honest.
Monday, Tuesday,
Wednesday.
Monday, Wednesday, either of those dates. But yeah, we're gonna try and haul ass for Monday. But yeah, this wraps up episode 2 of Beans No Ball Podcast.